Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, number 6 is just too much, so we gotta bring it to number 3, because I listened to the video this morning, the one that those of you who don't have a VPN, okay, I need y'all to pay attention to something. If you have Google, go into your, what's the name of that, extensions. You get to Google extensions by clicking on this. You can either go to more tools, click on extensions, or you click on settings and go to extensions. Doesn't matter. Go to more tools, click on extensions. In extensions, you have to go to the Google Chrome store. If you want to go directly to the Google Chrome store, just type in Google Chrome store to take you to Gmail search Google search, and you'll find it. Then you type in touch VPN. Touch VPN. And then this is the VPN you want to download. It's the one with this infinity symbol. Okay? That's the one you want. You can do the touch VPN one. That works as well too. But it will shut off without letting you know that it turned off. You have to turn it back on. But this one stays on. So it's unlimited VPN. Let's see. What's the actual name for it? It's called UVPN. Okay? Free and unlimited VPN for everyone. Yes, I'm plugging them because it works. Okay, now here is what you need to know because you just don't get it. Ladies and gentlemen, if YouTube blocked a video in one country, says blocked in your country, use a VPN. Set it for a different country and watch the video. Okay, they got mad because I put the emotions video in there. The one that I was talking about in the video, the emotions video, you know, and it had been done by so many people. Well, the group Emotions, I did their video and they got YouTube said, nah, we ain't letting your video play, brother. Okay? So, the information in it is important to those who want to know something about the law and about practicing law and how you can aid someone else in legal matters. It is not illegal to practice law without a license because there can never be anything known as a license to practice law. The Supreme Court in 2 cases have stated, well, in actually more than 2 cases, but 2 cases specifically have stated that there can be no license to practice law from any state because the state may not license the practice of law. You got that? Ow. 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 Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if only you knew how music was done and to see how lame it is for somebody to just go, ow, and just keep hitting the same button, ow, and then put that in a loop. Oh, you thought there was actually somebody actually going, oh, no. That's a sample. Just like, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Of course they did it live, but those are all just loops. That's why it's the same beat. Up until this point, it's the same rhythm, same beat. It's a loop. Okay. All right. Enough about that. Now look. We had, wait, I'm sorry. Hey, Black Box, I'm going to have to pause y'all for a second, okay? I need y'all to hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a lot of you people sitting up there telling us that you couldn't find that law. We had a lot of you people saying that you couldn't find the law, that you did your searching and you're finding that the person is still in jail. So let me ask you a question. Why is it that when there was a request made to the attorneys, because I suggested to the individuals that they have attorneys, this is a part of an attorney-client relation, that the attorney knew exactly who they were and that they were supposed to have furnished a copy of this to their client upon request, because they were supposed to have kept copies, that the attorneys sent their requests for those records to the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice sent them a letter saying they will not confirm or deny the existence of those records, but that those records are being held under, pay attention, they will not confirm or deny the existence of the record, but the records are being held under national security interests. Excuse me? National security? Interesting, ain't it? So when I get some of you sitting up here, I can't find it. Those records don't exist because they said blah, 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 blah. We told you that the so-called government printing office said that they were supposed to be fraudulent, and then all of a sudden they're saying they're not fraudulent anymore. So what I can tell you is amazing. It makes absolutely nobody's sense. But according to them, the records don't exist. But then the records do exist. But then they don't exist, but they do exist, but it's a national security interest. So, again, the contract and the arbitration clause, we're adding another aspect to things. Now, I have to debate on whether or not I want to tell you guys about the next aspect that we're adding. Now, I'm delivering that, and I am giving it to SAA, so they're implementing it in their system. Because, see, what we do with SAA, we simply do one thing. We act as administrators. Not administrators over SAA, just handling their technical work and providing the research and information and just sending it to them. We have no control over SAA. Now, some people are contacting us, asking questions about the contract, asking questions about who do they mail it to, who do they send it to. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't do that. We cannot help you with that. We were going to put together an organization to help people with that, and I got to talk to them about that because the gentleman who I was putting together on that, I got to talk to him about that because we're going to have a particular agency that's going to help some of you who are having a difficult time understanding and grasping all aspects of things. Now, you're not supposed to understand everything, but some of you are not understanding, and so we're going to put together somebody who will be there to help you understand. Okay? Just that simple. Let me see, what else was there that we wanted to talk to you guys about? I definitely wanted to get across to you guys about the fact that the contract and the private law and the bill that nobody said existed. Really. You see, because I don't mind calling Rand Paul to testify. Now, I would not put Rand Paul in that position because Rand Paul seems like he is a honorable person, honestly, because it has been told to me that he would be more than willing to help with certain things, but I'm not going to put him in that position. Just like I told the people back then when they were telling me that he said if there's something that he can help with and if it's within the scope of his abilities to help, he would help. I'm not going to do that to Mr. Paul. And the reason why I'm not going to do that is because he made it clear that such an offer was on the table. Okay? Sorry, I'm not going to abuse that. Okay? So it's just that simple. But I told you there were too many names involved. They didn't expect these guys to have kept copies of those bills and those private so-called laws. They didn't expect them to have kept a copy, but they did keep a copy. That's the point. Why do you think the moment we put it up online that our download section doesn't work anymore? No matter what we've done, it has not worked, and the companies that we've talked to cannot figure out what's going on. I don't believe in coincidences. Oh, by the way, I had a court case today. I've been trying to help somebody with a particular property, and they've been aggressively coming after the property. As a matter of fact, as of last week, the police came and put a notice on the door saying that it was a notice to vacate. I'm going, wait a minute, because I'm helping her with the property, doing the paperwork, doing the legal work, not involved in the case, just helping her with the legal work. And they delivered that notice, and I said, they haven't sent us anything. So the first thing I did was a motion to vacate, because that's the procedure. Well, that was on the 4th. Well, today, on the 14th, the judge actually told the person, well, you filed, well, the other side, they had their attorney there, and he said, Your Honor, they didn't file the appropriate motion. What do you mean we didn't file the appropriate motion? I'm not on the call. But I did a motion to vacate. It's one of the first things I did. Matter of fact, it was the very day we got the notice is the very day that I wrote the motion to vacate, immediately. Because I've been doing this for too long. So when they say we didn't do that, and then they say we didn't bring up the issue about not receiving any documents at the address and it being sent to the wrong address. Well, first, you never sent us any records. You see, an unlawful detainer case, we can't view the case from online. We have to actually physically go to the court to view the documents. Now, why is that? Every case we've ever filed, they made it so that we have to go into the court to view the documents. We cannot view them online. This is the second time they've done this. Okay? Why? Because what the judge say today, because we put in a motion to compel arbitration. They have a CM-180 form for California. Each of your states have their respective motion to compel arbitration. Well, the judge said that she and several other judges had reviewed our motion to compel arbitration. Ladies and gentlemen, let me stop you right there, because I know some of you guys are trying to think and you're trying to understand what's going on. Let me explain it to you. Why in the would she have to have herself and several other judges, and she's the presiding judge of the court, go over our motion to compel arbitration? That's right. When I say several other judges, we're not just talking about judges from this part of the Superior Court system, but from Southern California and Northern California and Central California. Several different judges going over our presentment. If I didn't know what I was doing, why would we need several judges? Why do they need to confer with each other? If I'm just so simple and so uncomplicated and don't know what I'm doing, why wouldn't it just take one judge? All they have to do is go over and say, no, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, nope, can't do this, ain't doing it, denied. But no, they had to go over it with several other judges because they had to figure out a way around it. They cannot. See, they think they got something. You know, for instance, they're going to say it's unconscionable because you can't make it to where you get to choose the arbitrator. And yes, we can, as long as they consent and gave us the power of attorney. It's not unconscionable if somebody would give you total power of attorney, because people do it every single day they go into court when they submit to the court's jurisdiction. Don't believe me? Go ahead and look at the paperwork. They do it every single time they allow an attorney to represent them. Just go ahead. I just had a judge in court while I'm sitting there listening to the case, because like I said, I get there to listen to cases, to hear what goes on. And she told the guy said, Your Honor, may I speak? And she says, if your attorney says it's okay. Pay attention. If your attorney says it's okay. But you're right, he's my attorney. So if he's my attorney, I don't need his permission to talk. Okay, he's only here as an advisor. Well, that's what counsel is supposed to be, an advisor. But that's not the way it happens anymore. Now, why can they make it to where you need a license to practice law in their system? Because they're running an administrative court, and they get to control that arena. So they get to control whether or not you need a license. That lets you know that it's administrative. I hope you all are paying attention, so you can learn a lot from a dummy. I know that to all of you, I am me. Mr. formerly known as. Okay? However, let me make sure you all understand. To them, I'm an enigma. Because they can't figure me out. They can't figure my strategy, how I think. And they wish they could have thought about the things that I thought about. Like I said, they listen to the videos because they use these videos to figure out a way around what we're doing, because I'm telling you guys everything. And see, that's the consequence of me telling you everything. It's them coming up with a strategy. The only problem is, if you play chess, you have to think several moves ahead of them. You have to have contingency upon contingency. So that's why I tell you, when I work out things in my head, I go over what the possibility of what they might say in response and how they might respond. You have to do the exact same thing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we don't want to go past 15 minutes. We're at 14 minutes and 4 seconds. I just wanted to bring this information to your attention to let some of you know that the contract is 100% legitimate and it cannot be denied. The fact that they went to Congress first and Congress sat up there and gave them a private law because Congress said they had no defense against the contract is all we need. We just need those congressional findings. The fact that they tried to cover it up and tried to hide it and then tried to come up with a law to prevent you guys from doing it, that's the point. Is the fact that they are trying to prevent you all from doing the same thing. That's why I told you it was necessary for you to get your contracts done. Don't worry about the arbitration for now. Get the contracts done. That's the important part. Under 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, have a good day, have a good life, have a good night, and goodbye.